Return to our exclusive interview with Tony Fernandes, CEO of Capital A Group, also formerly known as AirAsia. Tony, thank you so much for joining us. We were experiencing some technical issues earlier. Tell us, you are in Cambodia, you are in Phnom Penh. What are you doing there right now? Are you forging new partnerships and collaborations with the Cambodian aviation industry?
Yeah, I think right now we're trying to get all our planes back in operation. We have 205 planes to put back into operation. We should hit about 140 by the end of this quarter, and then the remaining 60 by end of the year. By first quarter. That's the first issue, and then second half of the year we're ready for growth again. Demand has been good, yields has been good. And during COVID, we were able to go and restructure our businesses and create 3 extra new businesses. Our freight business under Teleport, our logistics business. We created these great digital companies, AirAsia Super App and BigPay. And we created an aviation services company. So things are looking a lot better, long way to go, but we survived COVID so far.
Absolutely. You have been able to cope and pivot amid the pandemic and with the competition right now in the travel industry. I mean, you have revenge travel happening all over the world. I mean, you're also facing now a tougher competition. You're currently introducing a new innovative product called the Super Plus Unlimited Flight Subscription. How does this work, Tony?
Well, during COVID, we learned a lot from the digital companies in terms of Netflix. One subscription, you can have all the movies you want, Spotify and Amazon Prime. So we decided that why not try it for flying? And it's been a pretty good success. People are a bit skeptical. Some think it's a scam, but we've had one traveler who's flown 109 times. So effectively only paying about $3 per flight. So we have spare seats, and we thought to continue our philosophy of now everyone can fly, but now everyone can fly more.
Why offer these unlimited subscriptions, Tony, while the aviation industry is still on its way to recovery?
Well, I think we always have seats that are not sold. Someone who buys an unlimited subscription will definitely fly a lot more than without it. So it's about stimulating demand in a new way. In the same way Spotify and Netflix done, we can do the same thing for the airline industry.
And what makes this app different from other hotel booking platforms?
Yeah, I think one is obviously we're selling duty-free, which is different from other booking platforms. We are very, very focused on value. So lots of other low-cost airlines are on here. Hotels, obviously, we have a new package called Snap, which allows you to book your hotel and flight together, and then unlimited. So over a period of time, people are beginning to see that Super App now has a lot more value add than just buying AirAsia flights.
And what are basically the prospects of this AirAsia Super App? What are the revenue targets on its first year of operation?
Well, we're hoping to be profitable next year. We're obviously at the moment very reliant on AirAsia flights, the Super App, but next year 35% of the revenue will come from non-AirAsia inventory, and on top of that we're adding mobility. So we want to take on Grab and have ride hailing as well. Obviously airport ride hailing is a natural for us. So Super App is really the best in mobility on the ground and on the air.
In other countries where AirAsia Super App is already available, you already have this service called AirAsia Ride. And of course, you mentioned Grab. Many of us here in the Philippines are already interested to know, when will AirAsia Ride come to the Philippines?
We're hoping in the next 3 months, 3 to 4 months, we'll be launching in the Philippines. Very excited about it, and hopefully we can provide a good product and a little bit of competition to the existing ride-hailing guys.
All right, how is it different from the existing ride-hailing and shopping apps, Tony?
Well, we're not really shopping, except for the duty-free side, but ride-hailing, what is AirAsia known for? Value. and we'll give the best quality and lowest fare that we could possibly do.
And how many have already signed up for this super app?
Oh, we've had monthly active users of 10 million already, and that's growing every month by 20 to 30%.
And what is your outlook for the airline business in 2023, Tony? Is it just looking to really take off, and can it be sustained?
Yeah, I mean, three headwinds were in 2022. Now they've become tailwinds. I think oil prices has gone down. ASEAN currencies are strengthening, and China will eventually open up. China will be big for the Philippines, and we're very optimistic. We feel the recession is coming. People will trend down to value, and so I remain very optimistic. You know, we've had 3 very, very tough years, but I think 2023 will be a great year for AirAsia Philippines and the AirAsia Group.
Does this mean that AirAsia will be adding more flights in the Philippines, or would AirAsia be adding more destinations?
100%. 100%. We had our best ever year in 2019. We were badly affected by COVID, but we're coming back very strong in 2023. And we hope to have more planes in the Philippines than we did before COVID by the first quarter.
How many more planes, and how much more of a percentage gain can we expect into 2023?
I'm hoping for revenue growth of 50 to 60% next year.
So from airlines, Tony, Capital A now has this AirAsia super app. Then of course you mentioned cargo and logistics and fintech. What is next for the Capital A Group?
Well, we're probably going to start looking at listing some of these companies. Aviation is probably going to be split out and listed separately. It's now about growing. First bit was about stability and surviving. Phase 2 was about putting back all our capacity and launching all our different businesses. And 2023, I really want to grow and grow profitably. And I believe we can. You
mentioned about the tailwinds now rather than the headwinds. But of course, we also have to be cautious about the future. What could still be the problems and turbulences that the aviation industry could face going forward? What do you fear could impact the aviation industry once again?
Looking at these videos and looking at COVID, I can't believe there's anything worse. But, I don't want to think about that. Who knows what's around the corner? But we've survived COVID. That shows the strength of the group. Obviously, geopolitics is not great, but I would say that I'm very nervous to say this, but probably the worst is over, and hopefully the airline industry will have 2 or 3 years of great growth.
And what about growth beyond Asia? What are the prospects for AirAsia?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're waiting for China to open. That's a massive growth opportunity when that opens. India is looking very good. And now North Asia is opening up. And I consider Australia part of our group as well. Australia is doing very, very well. So, Japan, Korea are fully opened. We're waiting for Macau and China to open. And we've developed a lot of inter-ASEAN travel and Indian travel in the meantime as well. So if China opens up, that's a big, big boost for us.
Tony Fernandes, thank you so much for your insights on the Asian aviation industry. CEO of Capital A, also formerly known as AirAsia.